Hello, welcome to my studio. My name's Simon and I'm from Armadillo Art Experience. You're watching Draw Together with Armadillo Art Experience, and today is going to be our VE Day special. So we're going to learn to draw a couple of things. We're going to learn to draw a Spitfire flying through the air, and we're going to have a go at drawing a VE Day type street party, which unfortunately we can't go to, can we? But we can have a go at drawing one and learn to do that, learning to draw a big crowd scene. So let's get right on with it and learn to do some drawing, shall we? And we'll start off with the Spitfire. So we're going to make a start by drawing a Spitfire. Now, there's a picture of one here that I've just found on the internet I'm going to base it on. And it's going to be quite a difficult one. Things like this are much harder than drawing animals and so on. But let's have a go anyway. And what we need to notice is that sort of like the wings go that way and the body kind of goes that way. And I'm going to draw a sort of a slanty cross shape on my paper to start me to help me draw it. Then we can draw it in, and then we can give it a bit of colour. This is only going to be a sort of a quick sketchy one, and then we'll move on to trying to draw a bit of a VE Day street party. So I'm not going to worry too much about showing you the colours and so on. It's just really kind of grey and green and blue and red. So you can use anything you've got to hand to colour it, whatever you like, you know, colouring pencils, paints, whatever you like. We can put a bit of blue background on it, but we'll go on to that in a minute. This one's really all about the drawing, and it's going to be quite difficult. So let's give it a go, shall we? Right, let's get that out of the way and make a start. I've got my paper underneath. So let's make a start. So as I say, I'm going to draw a line across here, like that, and that's the sort of line of the body. So if you can see that. And then I'm going to draw a line, I'm going to draw down here, which is roughly where the wings are going to go. And that really just helps me plan the drawing out. It might not go according to plan exactly, and as I say, these things are quite difficult to draw, but that will give us a bit of a basis as to where to put things. What I'm going to do is aim to have the middle of the wings around there and there. So hopefully we can already see the sort of shape of the plane. So let's make a start, shall we? So here we go. I'm going to start off here. I'm going to draw a line like that, and I'm sort of following the line of that I put down here for the wings and so on. And then we can draw that down, and we can draw a bit of a tip there, which is a sort of the pointy bit of the plane, the sort of nose of the plane, like that. Draw a little line in, like this. So there we have the front of it. And what we can then do, if you want to, we can even sort of put a bit of a propeller in there like that. I don't want to draw too much on the propeller because I want it to look like it's sort of spinning round a little bit, and it's got 4 propellers. So I don't want to draw too much detail on those, because otherwise it won't look like it's spinning, it will just look like it's sort of stationary in the air, you see. So what we can do then, we can draw a line down there, like that. I know it helps because I know where I'm going with this, but hopefully you can see, and I'll pop the picture I'm using to draw this in the comments. So what I can do then, just tap the iPad so I can see what I'm doing. I can then draw a line down there, like that. And now, slightly over from where I plan to put them, I can put my wings in. So we're going to see a bit less of the one on this side, so I'm going to draw that in first, like this, because obviously some of it's covered up by the body, and we can bring that down there like that. So that's wing number 1 going in, and wing number 2 is going to go in here, like that, and it's going to sort of go to about here, like this. And so I can then draw my line down. I'm going to follow the sort of the cross that the funny wonky cross that I drew, and I can just again bring that one down there like that. And by doing this, it might not be perfect, but it's not too bad. And that's what we're aiming at. That's what you aim at in life, obviously. Not too bad, but obviously do it as well as possible. But yeah. What we can do then, we can draw these bits on, which I think are a bit like sort of exhaust pipe bits. So we can pop them on. Somebody might tell me I'm wrong, but I think that's what they are. And then up there, we can draw the cockpit there, like that. So that's that bit. And that's where the little, obviously where the little chap sits, the little pilot sits, like this. Like that. So we've got that in. like that. And you can use this technique for drawing any kind of aeroplane you want, really. Now what we're going to do, I can see my sort of little line that I drew in, and I can then bring the bottom of the plane to about there. I can bring that to there, like this. And then we can draw the tail. Now what we need to do then is, this is the tricky bit, we've got to draw some sort of little wings on the back, but we need to try and get them to sort of be at an angle like these are, so we can hopefully look at what we've done already and just try and follow that angle like that. And again on the other side we can hopefully just follow that angle up like that and put another one in. And there we have it, really, believe it or not. That wasn't too bad actually, was it? A quick attempt at a Spitfire, and there are a couple of other bits to add. He's got a bit up here, which I'm assuming is a sort of a aerial, but don't quote me on it. We can draw his sort of RAF insignia on the wings like this. Then he's got another one here, which is actually slightly different. The others are just red and blue, where this one's red, white, yellow, and it's got red, white, blue and yellow, you see, so that's slightly different once we draw that down. And then it's got sort of a band at the back like that, which will be white. And then it's got sort of a square there, like that, or oblong really, rectangle, like that. And there we have the sort of basic aeroplane. So, why don't we add a little bit of quick colour to it? There we have a very, very quick look at a Spitfire. So that's that one anyway. Next we're going to move on and draw a bit of a VE Day street party scene. Again, quite a challenging one hopefully, and hopefully we'll have some fun drawing that one. Right, let's have a go, shall we? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start about here, and I'm going to start by drawing a soldier, and I'm going to start with his eyes like this and build outwards. Like that. Now I'm not going to draw another bit there because I thought it'd be nice he could be stood with his lady friend there. So what we'll do, we'll stick a couple of eyes in there like that. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to draw a couple of eyes in again, like that, and I'm going to draw a sort of a sailor of the era as well, who's obviously been lucky enough to be home on leave at this time. So what we're going to do, I'm going to draw a table in behind them, and we can draw sort of cake on the table if we want to. Potato sandwiches perhaps in the background. So what I'm trying to show you is how I'm building this picture up. So we've got those characters in at the front, and then what I thought I might do is draw a little line up here, like that, and add some bunting. Now I've done this, I'm going to kind of backfill it, infill it with lots of different characters. You can draw as many as you like. I'm just going to sort of really just fill my paper up, and then we can add a little bit of colour there. We're just trying to make it a nice sort of looking street scene. So I'm going to start putting a lady in about there. I'll put a couple of children in and some other people having a good time, and we'll go from there really. What we can then do, if we want, what I thought I might like to do, is about there, I'm going to draw a line up there like that, and I'm going to almost add sort of a row of houses in, like this, and what that does, draw another one down there, so that's like the other side of the street. That just makes it look sort of like it's going backwards. You know, there's a bit of perspective, some houses in there, you know, it just gives it that bit of depth. Even though I've done a really rough, quick job just to show you, hopefully it should look quite nice when we've done it. Right then, so let's add a little bit of colour, shall we? We have a very quick sketch, because I said this one could have taken an awful lot of time, and you can spend as long as you like, or as sort of shorter time as you like on it. But there we have a very quick go at a VE Day type street party. Oh, Mr. Soldier's hair out, look. Don't be pleased about that, will he? But yes, there we have it. A very quick go to VE Day type street party. So there we have it. The World War II type VE Day celebration street scene. Hopefully watching us draw that has made you feel inspired perhaps to have a go yourself and draw something similar. As I say, maybe with people from your road, or maybe a sort of more of a historic scene, or maybe something completely different. These group scenes are great because the results can look quite impressive. Or maybe if that doesn't tickle your fancy, you might like to have a go at drawing a Spitfire. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed watching today. If you produce any artwork you're really proud of, why don't you post this on our Facebook page? The address will come up here in a minute. And also, if you've got any requests for things you'd like to draw next time. I think we're thinking of doing a sort of bird-based episode next week, maybe with an owl and maybe a flamingo on. Anyway, I hope you have fun, whatever you're doing on the VE Day weekend bank holiday. Stay safe everyone in these difficult times, and we'll see you next time on Draw Together with Armadillo Art Experience. Thanks for watching, goodbye.